Uno momento, por favor, Matthew Kershaw.
Why are we back? I thought you said we'd never have to look at Destiny ever again.
Well, I laid down this gauntlet for myself. I never spoke it out loud, but the moment we did that first coverage of the DLC, for some god-awful reason, where we covered every aspect, minus the raid, we basically condemned ourselves to 10 years of Destiny content.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I can't wait for the Taken King to come out. If I'm still alive by then, and I haven't hung myself because of all this DLC, then we'll have to do that as well.
Well, you have to survive literally 24 hours. Because this is the advanced stuff for the Taken King. They released the multiplayer maps. I believe there's 8, and the 2 new modes for... There might be more, but there's definitely 2 new modes. For sort of like advanced play.
This is the Taken King? I thought the Taken King was like, oh, this whole new expansion on Destiny that adds the content that you want.
It adds 1 new area and 8 new multiplayer maps. This is the first of which called Momento, hence my little language change there. And it looks just like every other multiplayer map that you've ever seen in this game.
I was gonna say, this doesn't look like it's any sort of expansion. There's nothing new that I see. You have a different coloured gun than last time.
Yeah, I logged in because so this update rolled out. I want to say Tuesday, and they've let everyone play the multiplayer maps this week for free as a sort of demo, I guess. Which is kind of difficult because now there's like 24 multiplayer maps, so trying to get the new ones in the rotation is a bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they just randomly gave me a lot of weapons because they've changed how the leveling works, and I totally got bad juju. Which is that skull weapon thing I just used. It's an older gun, but first time I've had it.
I was gonna say, it looks like you killed like a Zergling and put its corpse on a rifle.
Yep, basically. It glows green, like even on the character select screen, where the guy holds the gun up, it glows green on your face. It's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. Oh, did you hear that in Halo 5, it's gonna be like Destiny, where you can't pick the maps, it's just a rotation?
I did hear that. I wrote the headline Halo 5 is fascist in this week in video games.
I mean, I think it's a good thing, but it'll be like you know, you won't get stuck playing what's that awful Skyline, like in Halo 4 over and over again.
That was outrageous. We just had Skyline like 4 times in a go, didn't we?
That's the problem with voting, but then you get to like Destiny where you can't vote and it's just a cycle, and then you never get to play new maps when they release, which is always a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too much of a problem. I've played like, I don't know, 12 games over the weekend of this, and I found 4 of the 8 maps, so it's not terrible. I didn't spend my entire weekend playing it.
That's 12 games you played.
Yeah, but
you could have, like, you know, put yourself out of the misery and just played 8 if they put out a playlist of them all.
That's like 2 hours of me playing, not including the time waiting in the lobby, which is considerable. But yeah, they're all exactly the same. That's the problem I've realised with the Destiny maps is, with only like 4 planets, they all look identical.
I was gonna say, in the last DLC coverage, there was one that looked like you were in like some overgrown English town, and this looked exactly the same.
Yeah,
like it was that weird Last of Us looking map.
Another one you mean, yeah.
And this looks exactly the same. You could have said this is Last of Us DLC and I would have believed you.
No, there's way more like, I don't know, we'd be so much more bummed out if we were watching a Last of Us video of just like kids getting killed by zombies in the most terrific lesbian ways. Anyway, this, I hate this map. I don't know if you can tell from this map, but it's really hard to like see things. Like, you know that staircase we just had? It's like, going up or down that staircase is just hell, because you have to turn around like 3 times. You can't shoot through the barrier particularly well. Or at least I couldn't, but yeah, it's just me.
I was going to say, this map looks like really vertical, but Destiny doesn't look like it's a vertical shooter.
I mean, you've all got boosts of various kinds, but you know how Bungie make maps like, I know you like this about the Bungie maps, where it's like kind of like an arena, and it'll have like a big open space in the middle, and then like paths around it, but they all kind of lead to the same place, whether it's square or circular.
Yeah,
this
it's
isn't
like
that.
It's like the MMO thing, or not MMO, what's the awful genre that Dota and LoL are? MOBA, where you have like, you know, the central lane and then 2 side lanes. Yeah. And there's like, you know, some sort of big area in the middle where you fight.
This is like one rectangular corridor that has those outside lanes, but they all kind of just like bleed into the middle, and it's just like a death pit. I didn't point out that we're playing Rift, one of the new game modes, which is basically you capture the Rift charges, you run into the Rift, you run to the enemy's base and score points.
Wow, such great innovation from Bungie in this. This was totally worth the $80 you paid for it.
This was Memento, and we'll see you on the next map. Toodles.